Drivers in Buckinghamshire, they are nuts. I'm not a slow driver. I rode my XTZ 750 at 120 miles an hour several times, and my trusted Volvo packs a fair punch. It really does. Since picking up a couple of speeding fines, I've mended my ways a lot in these recent years. But the drivers around Aylesbury and the beautiful surrounding villages are something else. I enjoy driving, but not so much in these parts, to be honest. I used to drive long distances, hours on end, on the highways of America and the motorways and autobahns of Europe. Every New Year, for instance, for several years, I was resident musician for the German Youth for Christ conference in Nuremberg Castle. Great location overlooking the city. Always a family treat to climb to the top of the building and watch the fireworks at the stroke of 12 midnight. Great, great annual event. So we all piled into the transit, fitted with 3 old aircraft seats in the back and a 1,000-watt PA and lighting rig stacked in the rear, and we drive the 2 hours to the ferry, then 5 hours across France into Germany. It was an annual pilgrimage. But that's nothing compared to the time I had to make a dash through the night from Copenhagen to Ostend to catch the ferry in time to preach at the morning service at a church in Kent. Nuts! So I'm not afraid of the accelerator, but it worries me that I have to drive defensively around here to protect myself from being run off the road by some lunatic trying to impress his girlfriend. But there's something else that worries me. It worries me a lot. The potholes. I've never known anything like it. Protests have been made, notably by one gentleman in a village not too far away from here. One rainy day, when all the potholes around the village were filled with water, he floated 100 yellow plastic ducks in the little pools created by the potholes. You might well be wondering, where did he get 100 yellow plastic ducks? And the answer? They were left over from the village fete. But the sight was hilarious and made a powerful statement. It hit local news, went viral on YouTube. The local authorities soon came along and fixed it all. And that true story gives me a great illustration when I'm talking to young couples getting married. In every relationship, potholes occur. Challenges and difficulties, disagreements and fallings out. It's a normal part of navigating life together. I know where all the potholes are in these parts, so I can avoid them. The worst thing we can do in our relationships, however, is to ignore the potholes and simply navigate around them. That's why it's been known for me to present 2 little yellow plastic ducks to the happy couple on their wedding day with the following instructions. When a pothole appears in your marriage, whichever partner feels unhappy or aggrieved should put their yellow plastic duck in a prominent place so that when their partner comes home, they will know immediately that there's something to deal with. It's amazing the inspiration you can get from village life. But what about the ancient monuments in church? No, I'm not talking about the people or me. I'm talking about places of worship being filled with historical memorials of those days gone by. What's the value in them? More about that coming up. I think that